What's up, guys? I know it's been a little bit since my last video. Kind of want to apologize for that. You know, usually I'm making them every couple days, but I've just been so fucking busy, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got real life shit going on, so that's the story with me. Anyway, I wanted to show you some new pickups that I acquired, and I wanted to do a gameplay video on Zero Gunner 2 here for the Sega Naomi. This is a great game, and I've been having a few private messages and requests to show it, so that's what we're going to do today. Before that though, I do want to show you my pickups. I don't have a lot, and you know, they're not really crazy, but still worthy of talking about. Alright, first thing you'll notice is right here in the background here, it's a Viewpoint for the Neo Geo MVS. Where should I start with Viewpoint? Shit, I said I'm really trying not to, because some people on my channel are telling me I say it too much, and then I go back and you're right, I do. So, it's actually funny. I remember one comment, they said, Danks, every time you say the word me and my boys have to take a shot. They use my videos as a drinking game. So, not that I don't want you to get shit-faced while watching my videos, but it could become dangerous. So, I'm going to try really hard to not say that word as often as I do. Anyway, back to what I was talking about before I just got sidetracked. Viewpoint, Neo Geo MVS. This game and I go back. We have a lot of history. I didn't say I said Now, like I said, Viewpoint and I have a lot of fucking history. Since I first started collecting arcade boards, arcade games, Neo Geo in particular, Viewpoint was on my to-buy list, #1 at the top all the time. I've always wanted this game. I search daily for, you know, good deals on MVS games, but I rarely search for a particular title. I usually just go with what's available and, you know, make my choices from that. But Viewpoint was a game that I searched for daily for a very long time. I'm talking months, if not a year, if not longer. I've always wanted it, I've always loved it, and I've always searched for it. Now, I'm not saying I never came across it, because I have, but it's always high in price. Not like wallet breaking for a Neo cart. There's damn near a lot of more expensive ones, but this game usually they're asking around $140-ish for it loose, and that's a lot of money. You know, I know it's a great game and all, but I don't know. I'd rather just kind of wait. You know, I was always confident I'd find it for a great deal. So that's what I'm trying to say. And finally, I have. This game was located was located at a game store, Digital Press, which I go to pretty regularly, or I used to. I really don't go there often anymore, because they don't really have what I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for console stuff at the moment. But I was there visiting my mom, because she lives in the same town, and I decided just to stop. I went there hoping to find Radiant Silvergun, to be honest with you. That's really what I was like. I just had a feeling I was going to find Radiant Silvergun. I don't know why. I just felt like I was, so I went there. And they didn't have Radiant Silvergun, but I saw this in the stack on the shelf. Fuck, I said it. Anyway, Viewpoint. It was available, and they wanted... damn, I can't remember the exact price, but I want to say $70. I want to say I paid 70 or 80 bucks, I think, for this game, if not less. Anyway, I paid damn well half of what it's worth. So finally, finally, my mission is complete with Viewpoint. Now that I'm done talking about my personal experience and adventure to get it, let's talk about the game. Viewpoint was released in 1992 by Sammy for the Neo Geo MVS arcade hardware. It was later ported to the Genesis and the FM Towns Marty and the Neo Geo CD. This game is an isometric shmup. It is very unique and very balls hard. This fucking game is so hard. I can't even get past the first level. And I'm not saying I'm good, but I can't even get past the goddamn first level. I've gotten past the first level maybe once or twice, and that's after playing for a long time. It's very unforgiving, to say the least. When you die, you have to start pretty far back, and you just feel drained, emotionally and physically drained. You know what I mean? It's one of those games. But nonetheless, it's a great shmup for the Neo. It was released, like I said, in '92 during the beginning-ish of the Neo's lifespan. This is one of those carts that doesn't have a serial on the label. Very kick-ass game. I also got it mint, so I was really happy about that. Alright, moving on here. We're on the topic of the Neo Geo, so let's continue with that. I got another Neo cart here. This is one that I've wanted for a long time as well. It's on my wanted list, but more towards the bottom, but still one of the games that I want very badly. It's sort of like my list of top 30 or 40 games that I really want, starting from the top, going down to the bottom. This is like maybe the last 30% of that list. It's somewhere in that range. But it's a great game, and it's Windjammers for the MBS. This is serial number 26802. Comes in a clear case, legit, everything's real about it, great condition. This was given to me from a really close friend from the Neo forums for free, actually, which is really generous of him. And the reason why he did it was because there's a little bit of an issue with the sound on this. The graphics play great, but the sound kind of is choppy at parts. And the more I did research, the more I found out that this game's notorious for having that issue. So I don't know if I could fix it. I opened it up and I kind of checked all the traces, all the solder joints, all that bullshit, and I don't know. I really couldn't figure out what was up with it. I got it a little bit better just by resoldering a few joints and, you know, kind of just cleaning up the card a little bit, but it still has issues. I'll do gameplay on it, but the sound kind of blows, so we'll see. The game is Windjammers. It's also known as Flying Power Disc. It's a Pong style game where, you know, you got one character on the left, one character on the right, and you throw a flying disc at each other, ricocheting off the walls, so on and so forth. Great game. Very similar to Bang Beat, Flip Shot, stuff like that. Great, awesome title. Great graphics, and definitely highly sought after. This game's going to run you probably about 60 bucks. So it was a nice little gesture from a friend of mine. Next game I'm going to do a gameplay video on is definitely Viewpoint, so make sure you check that out. Alright, next thing I picked up, which is pretty cool, is these Marvel vs. Capcom 2 move strips here. These are pretty bad condition. Can't get that bend out. I actually put them in a book for like 3 days. Didn't make a little, not even a little bit of a difference. But it's still nice to have these. These were given to me from an arcade operator that I know locally, so I was happy to take them. So I was really nice of him. I'm probably going to get them up on the wall, you know, like all my other stuff. I don't really care too much about it. The next thing I picked up is not arcade related, so we're going to just kind of move right through this. It's Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D for the 3DS. I have yet to even open it. I've had it for like a week. That's how much I'm just not into arcade. I mean, that's how much I'm not into console stuff right now. I don't even know why I bought it, you know. I should have just waited till I could find it used for half price or something like that. But I'm just going to tell you real quickly, it's an exact port of the 64 version with enhanced graphics and 3D capability. Other than that, I believe it's identical. They didn't add or remove anything. So I'll let you know how that is when I finally crack it open. Last thing I picked up, pretty cool little addition to my collection, is a JAMA board here. And this one is going to be Sonic Wings 1, or also known as Aero Fighters. This is a vertical shmup released by... Fuck, who released it? Can't remember off the top of my head. But it is the precursor to Aero Fighters 2, Aero Fighters 3, or Sonic Wings 2 and 3 for the MBS. The original was released on an arcade board, similar to, you know, Strikers 1945 Plus. That was released on the MBS, but the precursor to those two, I mean, to that one is, you know, Strikers 1945 for the JAMA board. So, same kind of shit. Awesome game. It's the original version, you know, part 1, so I had to have it. I'm a huge fan of the Hour Fighter series. Great game. Definitely suggest picking this one up. Could be had for, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks. Not a very pricey board. Nice addition to the collection. Alright, I think that's all I picked up, to be honest with you. I haven't really been doing much with myself. So yeah. Figured we could play some Zero Gunner. Now I'm just letting you know, face to face here, I suck at Zero Gunner too. Horrible. So I don't want to hear shit. I'm doing this for you guys. I just want you to check out gameplay on how awesome it is. Don't judge me on my gameplay skills. There's your warning. Alright, let's talk about Zero Gunner really quickly before I get this thing going. I don't know much about it, but I do know a few things. First thing I want you to know about Zero Gunner 2. Made by Sikio. It's released on the Sega Naomi JVS arcade system. It was also ported to the Sega Dreamcast. I highly suggest picking this game up if you don't already own it for the Dreamcast. It's a great port, nearly perfect, and the game is nearly perfect as well. Awesome fucking game. This is probably one of the most sought after Naomi games in its library. This game comes in at around, on the low, I would say $270. On the high, you're looking at 300 and up. This game is not cheap. It's very rare, very sought after, and for damn good reason. You have a choice between 3 helicopters, and they all are awesome. The graphics are fucking amazing, and the unique thing about this game is you could pivot around a point. So you're not just facing one direction. You constantly have to move around and pivot while attacking enemies from all over. The one thing I don't like about this game is I have yet to be able to discover, you know, like an attack where you can go invincible, like pretty traditional in shmups. That might just be because I don't know really how to play it. But, you know, let me know if I'm wrong on that. I haven't really played it too much, only for probably about 30 minutes total. I just haven't really had the time. So I figured we could play this together here. It was released by Sikio, like I said. I'm going to guess, I think it was 2001. I'm pretty sure that that is correct. Might be wrong. Not, you know, I don't know everything. Alright, so let's get this going here. This game is great. Like I said, it's like a $300 and up game here, but I scored it for 10 bucks. It's kind of unheard of. Just put in some credits. I'm going to need a lot, so I'm going to put in 15 because I suck at this game. Alright, so you could choose between 3 helicopters. You could go the Comanche, the Apache, or the Hocum here. So let's go with the Hocum. Alright, so as you can see, you have your regular attack, and then you can pivot and shoot at the same time. Also, the power-ups, they'll come at you if you stop shooting. Otherwise, you gotta chase them. The graphics, I want to lower the volume, but I don't want to die. Alright, also, the graphics in this game are probably the best I've seen on the Naomi, period, next to Ikaruga. Absolutely stunning graphics. You also have a meter up here, and as that charges, you get these arrows filled. And once you get those arrows filled, even if you have just one, you can call in your friends. See how I have 3 now? And they'll attack as well. And then the counter above those red arrows, they start to go down. So basically, you fill the first meter, you get a special attack, which brings in your friends. And your friends will last according to how many bullets the counter is at. Music in this game is really nice, actually. It's sort of like a soothing soundtrack. Sekio definitely did a great job with this game. Like I said, the only thing that I'm not a fan of is that you don't have an invisibility attack, so you're always vulnerable to death. Also, on the later stages, the game takes advantage of the maps. So basically, you have to dodge the buildings. You know, the buildings could get in your way. Really cool stuff. Like right there, the building actually gets in your way. So like if I try to go forward here, the buildings would actually stop me. So that's pretty cool and unique. I would say that's unique. You don't really see a lot of games like that. And the way that you pivot, it really changes the whole mechanic of an average shmup. Because you constantly have to think about pivoting while dodging bullets. There's a lot of shit to think about. I suck. See, the special only goes down as you shoot. You get like 100 bullets basically for every special you do. Gonna skip the scenes, you know, just try to get as much gameplay as I can. Fuck. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It's so weird, man, that there's no way to go invisible. I can't even think of another shmup that has special attacks that you're not invisible.
can see, once you get a feel for it, it's really cool. It's a really cool game, man. It just takes such an untraditional role, you know, that you're used to. When I first played it, I was like, this game sucks, man. Like, it's kind of hard, you know, to move around. But I got used to it, and it's great. It's such a great game. The use of color, graphics, awesome. The game really starts to pick up in the later levels. Also, when you first spawn, when you're dead, you really don't stay, you don't stay invisible for long at all. It's like the CKO is really against being invisible for this game. Which isn't a bad thing, I guess. It's just, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to not having an out. This level's great. Oh my god, I aimed right for that shit. So this part right here, you can't, see how I can't go past the building? So there's going to be times where, you got to kind of choose your path. I got pretty lucky there. Just an awesome game, man. Awesome game. I did pretty good, actually. Definitely tough. When you're dodging that many bullets from all angles, plus you got to pivot, not easy. It's definitely a game that's fun to play and tough to master. I can't get over how great the quality is. Oh my god. It's like a Gundam model or something. Transporting into an airship. Look at that shit, man. I told you I suck. This is where it's gonna eat all my quarters. Also, the character design is unique. You know, they use different models for every level, so you don't really feel like it's too repetitive. It's just crazy. Oh my God. Aims right for you. Alright guys. Alright, so I just wanted to show you my new pickups and Zero Gunner 2 for the Sega Naomi arcade. Definitely pick it up for the Dreamcast if you got one. Definitely look for it for the Naomi if you got some extra money to throw around and you like this video. You could find it cheap, man. You just gotta hit the streets, like I did. You might not find Zero Gunner, but you could find other things. Just get out there and start hunting. That's what I did, and I did pretty good a few times. So should motivate you a little bit to at least try to get out there and see what's around in your area. There's always shit. You just gotta look. All right, so yeah, Zero Gunner 2. I got Viewpoint and a few little pickups. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments. Always love reading them. And have a good 4th of July weekend. Alright guys, take care. Thanks for watching.